welcome to my channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art, and I am experimenting today and I'm excited about it. I have this little tiny wood canvas here. It is an 8 by 12 inch wood canvas that I just bought on Amazon. I bought a pack of them. And yesterday I had some extra resin, and so I decided to make an ocean with a pink shore. The shore is so pretty. I love it. It's just some pink glitter, it's a rose gold glitter with several different stones and then another silvery glitter, and it's so blingy and I just absolutely love it. But I don't want to just put a blue ocean on here. I want to try something new. And so I have my lovely Purely Pigments by ColourArte. This is the pure magenta, and then I have the dancing fuchsia, and I'm going to make more of a sunset palette. But in order to do that, I'm going to use water. These are not soluble in alcohol, and so I've never used alcohol inks successfully with regard to like the blowing around and stuff like that. I don't know why I can't do it, but I can't do it. But I tried it on a little coaster with these in water and using my heat gun to evaporate that water and leave down this, and it was super cute. And I'll show you that example in the end. But I'm also going to use some of my primary elements. This is the fireworks, and then I have this Azurite, and then of course my pineapple crush, and I have my Poseidon blue. So I'm going to mix all of these here with you with just some water. I have some pipettes. Of course, these come with their own little droppers. This was a cup that I had my fireworks in when I was trying it. So I'm just going to use a pipette and put some water in each. That's slow. So I'll just put some water in each because I'm just not that patient. And the beautiful thing about this is if you need more, you can just make more. I don't want to make too much. So I have what? How many primary elements? 4? Yeah, 4. So I've got my water. Got some popsicle sticks here. I'll use the stick I used before. I'm putting a little bit more water in the fireworks cup. So all I do, let me grab my fireworks first. And this is dry now, so I can use it again. So I'm just going to take a little measure of the fireworks and just dissolve it in this water. And it doesn't dissolve, it disperses. And so it's not like your primary elements are going to dissolve in water, but they will disperse in water, which works for this. So you get that. What is that? Oh, that's probably a deep pigment right there. A piece of the mica, the pigment that didn't dry or more get wet on the water. Sorry. All right, so there's that. I just had like half a cup of coffee. I haven't had a lot of coffee lately, so I'm kind of buzzing. So sorry about that. Let's do my pineapple crush. Same thing. That's a little more water, so I'll put a little more of the pineapple crush. A little bit more. And the lovely thing about this is that if I have extra of each, if I just let the water evaporate over the next few days, you just have dry pigments and you can put them right back in your little buckets or little jars. So there is my pineapple crush dissolved in the water. And this is not going to leave you're going to be able to kind of see the wood around it through that because these are going to be transparent, but that is okay. Actually, I want that. I want this to be very like natural looking. So this is my Azurite. I'll do that one. And I'm going to start from the shore. So the yellow up to the oranges and deep blues. Maybe I need a deep. No, I don't. I know I don't. And then let's do my Poseidon blue. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how different these blues are going to be. Okay, they're a little different. Oh yeah, this will make it, I want tonal changes in here. Okay, so let me show you what I do with this. So just mixing those there. I have my big spray bottle of water here. Now, some of these parts have some resin on it. Probably wise to sand the resin off, but again, nice and impatient here. So I'm not going to. So I'm just going to spray this here. And then I'm going to take my pipette for my pineapple crush and squeeze some up in there and just kind of spread it through here. Because I want the yellow to be on the shoreline here. Get that little bit off, whatever that was. There we go. And then the places that don't have water on it, just make sure you get that water in there so water follows water. Obviously, if it's dry, it won't flow as well. But I'm just getting just like that. And then I'll use my heat gun on low first. If you do high first, it's just gonna blow your pigments or your water everywhere. So if you go low first to just kind of top surface dry your water, then you'll have more control. So I'm just gonna do that. So you see, that is dried on there and it's really pretty. Now, if I wanted some intense color and I wanted to like darken the areas, always also stir this before you use the pipette, just so you make sure you get pigments in there. I can put some more in different spots and just kind of darken it up in different areas, kind of layering it. And that's the beautiful thing. You see the orange in there because primary element colors have so many pigments, have different colors in there. Your eye gets to see so many different colors. When you do this, you'll get the various colors. So all that right there, that is got resin on it. So that's why that's not covered. So I can do this and just add a little darkness in there. And then I can take my next color, my fennel flowers, before I go about doing the next layer. And just spray a little bit more water here. Now, I'm going to evaporate a little bit down here so the fennel flowers doesn't pull all the way down. Now, where I've stopped the water, if I grab my fennel flowers, oh, don't drop it. All right, if I grab my fennel flowers and put that into the yellow, now you'll get a blending of the yellow, but it won't go so far because it's dry down here. So I can go up a little higher also. But spray first, just so it blends. There we go. And then I can do this part. Put that back in there. And let's go with this. And so where I've lost some of my yellow, if I take a dropper and just put more water here only, I can put a little more yellow in there and bring some of that back. now here, where I have this hard line, I'm going to take my yellow and I'm not going to, add more water to it. I'm just going to use the water in the yellow to soften that line and richen up the yellow right there. Right. And so if I want more orange, where's my orange? I can do here without water, and that just adds it, it makes it more concentrated when you do it like that. And you can use your silicone brush beforehand to kind of move it out to where you want it to be. And then it starts to evaporate almost pretty quickly because you're kind of heating up your surface, so the water will evaporate a little faster. And now without using extra water, you can just use it like alcohol inks. So you see now you get the harder lines, which are super cute. And now I'm going to go on to my magenta. And so I'm going to definitely use water here because I want it to spread and I want it to blend here. So wherever I want it to go, because you do not need a lot of this color. Just 1 or 2 drops and it spreads so well. So now you just take just a little drop. I'm not even going to squeeze the dropper. I'm just going to let it drip. And then that will spread here. And if you want it stronger, you can add another drop. But because these pigments, the way they are, you have to put water on top of them, otherwise you'll develop a skin. So don't put your heat gun directly onto the purely pigments. Use water to move them. Now, if I really do like that, but I really like it a lot. So if I want a little more orange, I'm just gonna grab my orange pigment and just drag it through here without any extra water, just to add variety in the sky. And using my silicone brush, move it along to the lines I want it, because it's dry. When I use this, if I go on low, then these lines will dry where I put them with kind of a hard edge if you add the direction. So you see, you can almost draw, which is really cool. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange right here to lighten up this darker area, or brighten it up, I should say. So now it's time for my fuchsia color. I love this so much. So I'm gonna spray just a little bit up here. and into the, so now with fuchsia color, just go in there. I'm going to smooth this around. You can always move it around to kind of connect it first and to break up the area where your drop actually hit, because there's going to be a darker dot there. And bring it down to where you want it. And let's start moving it. So now I've got my blues. I'm gonna go with my lighter blue first. And I'm not gonna put a lot of water in this one. Okay, I am back. I have got some Teexpert resin mixed up. I have a little bit of it mixed up also with a little of the Let's Resin Ocean Art here. Now, typically I would not do my waves so on the first layer, but we're gonna do it today because I want to. And I'm probably gonna do 2 layers of this. And so I don't want a lot of oceans because I'm not interested in covering up all the color that I put on here. So I'm not gonna do a lot. So I didn't put any kind of sparkle or anything in my resin. I'm just gonna use my new gloved hand because I did change the glove on my right hand to cover this up, or to move the resin about. I'm just going to use the stick here to get the resin into some places that are just small first. And this is just a little bit of resin I mixed up, like 3 ounces. So getting it into these tight spaces, and then I'll use my glove to do most of the pouring or the spreading. And then I'll change my glove so I can keep on going. So I really love how this turns out. It's super pretty to me, and it's super sparkly. But also, sorry, when you do this, the reason I'm using my glove, you don't want to use anything hard because you can scrape off this color. So I'm using this first layer of resin to seal it. You can scrape off the micas because they're dry. And like I said, once these dry, you can move them around. And so if you use something hard to spread this resin, like a scraper or anything like that, you can potentially take the resin off. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use a light touch with my gloved hand and not touching the surface of the wood. I'm just floating my hand on the resin. So that is all covered. I'm just gonna wipe my glove off rather than changing it. And I'm gonna take my torch and torch it very quickly, just to make sure I don't have any bubbles. And then let that sit for a little bit. I'm not gonna let it sit for too long, probably 15-20 minutes. And then I'll be back and put in my wave. I'll be right back. Okay, so my white is nice and thick and gloopy now. So I'm just I tried a little bit there just to see if I wanted to just kind of move it on, but I don't. I want to use my heat gun. So I'm just going to add a little layer of white at the shore here, like you do. Going in just a touch there. Sorry, talking and doing, not great for me. And then a little bit around this little one here. Just here. And then just a touch on the outside here. Oops. And I guess on the rock. And then where it would be in here. Just a touch there. All right, and maybe I'll add 2 little lines. Why not? All right, let's blow this around. I neglected to think about the angle beyond these rocks, but I'm okay with that. Let me not melt anything with my heat torch. And let's torch it really quickly. All right. Whew. That was a little more stressful because I couldn't get down there. But I still like it. I'm going to put a little bit of this white down just at the shoreline. Let it kind of meld into itself here. I wanted to thicken up this white faster than it was going. And so I took my heat gun on low and I actually superheated it in the cup that it was in. And then I stirred it. Just continually stirred it just to agitate it because that makes it start to thicken up faster, just so you know. I'm just gonna move this around with my silicone brush here rather than with the heat gun. So it looks a little torturous, as it would if waves were moving about at the shore, hitting up against cliffs. There, I really like this so far. And I'm not gonna even do another coat of waves, I think. I'm just gonna put another resin coat on here. There's a little bit of white that kind of blew up here. Oh, no, that's glitter. Get off of there. Get the white off of this little brush. And then get off that little bit. Okay, so, and this is how you know. This is where I just wiped. So that's what I mean when I say don't scrape, because you can remove the color. After, of course, this is set, you can't remove the color. But for right now, if I were to go like that and scrape against that, I would remove some of the color, the pigment on top. And so I don't want to do that. So I won't. Okay, so this is my project. I'm going to get you down and show you the close-up. And it's not going to change much. So I'm not going to show you the dry result beyond this. But I just wanted to show you guys this process that I tried today for the first time. And I'm really excited. We'll be right back with the close-up. One moment. All right, so this is the close-up, and I'm super happy about it. Sorry, you're gonna get the glare from that light. Try to minimize that, but you can see there's super, super sparkle in here, and the colors are just beautiful. I love how they glow in there, and I love how you can see that yellow through, and I really like the shore because it's just so sparkly. I don't know, let me turn on my flash so you can see the sparkle. I'll be right back. All right, so now you can see the sparkle in that shore. And I love it. I love that I dropped some of the yellow pigment in there. It just looks like it's kind of glowing off. But again, sorry for the light above, but I'm so happy with this piece. This is so cute. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want to try this, you can use my code ArissaRu221 on ColourArte.com to get some of your purely pigments. But You should try it out. It's so fun. I love it so much. Take care. Bye.